Has the gap widened between the poor and rich? This is what a survey says. In 12 states, more than 50% of the population falls in the poorest category. You might be shocked after hearing this, but the government's own data has indicated this. Based on day-to-day needs, this data from National Family Health Survey points towards a worrying situation. This report was published last week and it has various important information. Before moving ahead, let's understand some important things about this report. So, the first thing is that for 2019-21, Wealth Index has been used in this report. To make this, items available with the households were recorded. Like, does a household have things like TV, fridge, bike, scooter and have a source of drinking water or not? This way, the population was put in 5 clusters with people having similar items in one cluster. In this, top 20% were the richest and the bottom 20% were the poorest. Now let's come back to the result of the survey. A few things in it were really shocking. As per the parameters for equitable distribution of capital, in any state or area, 20% population should be there in all 5 categories. But that's not the case. Urban population is in top category, which means more rich are living in the cities. While in villages, poverty is quite high. For example, 74% of the urban population comes in the top 2 categories, which means they are very rich. On the other hand, in rural areas, only 1 out of 4 people falls in this category. In village areas, almost 54% of the population comes under the 2 most poor groups. Only 10% of the urban population comes in such a category of poor. Keep in mind that this wealth index is created on the basis of items like bikes available with households. The most worrisome fact is that in 12 states and 2 union territories, more than 50% population comes in bottom 2 categories. In Assam, people living in such poverty is 70%. After that, Bihar has 69% population, while Jharkhand has 68% population in poverty. Apart from Mizoram and Sikkim, all the other northeastern states have similar situation. This shows a dire picture of the inequitable distribution of wealth. If we look at religion, then in terms of rich and poor, both Hindus and Muslims are in a similar position. These figures suggest that in some states, more than 80% of the population have BPL card. This also shows how widespread poverty is. Figures from the Family Health Survey clearly depict the inequality gap in the country. In coming times, the government has to work on reducing this gap.